Hello, and welcome to Unit 3, Presentation 2. In this presentation, we will describe sleep stages and sleep disorders. Why do we need sleep? Doctors aren't sure, but the consequences for not getting enough recuperative sleep can be dire. Insufficient amounts of sleep can lead to poor health. People who drive without an adequate amount of sleep pose risks to themselves and to the public. Reduced efficiency, errors, and workplace accidents can also result. Even worse can be the probability of fatal accidents, as that increases as the quality of sleep decreases. While our patterns of sleep have changed over the centuries, our need for sleep has not been reduced. While we may seem to be at rest during sleep, sleep is in reality a very active process. EEGs show that our brains may sleep, but they are also quite active during sleep periods. Transitions between these stable states of wakefulness and sleep occur relatively quickly, often in just seconds. Some researchers have compared the neurological mechanism that controls these rapid transitions to the flip-flop switch in an electrical circuit. In the brain, the mechanism that maintains stability through mutual inhibition is triggered by changes in factors such as the body's drive for sleep or the circadian alerting signal. When one of these forces becomes strong enough, it drives the transition to the opposite state. The same flip-flop switch analogy also describes the brain mechanisms involved in switching between rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, and non-rapid eye movement, NREM sleep. However, different neurotransmitters and different groups of neurons in the brainstem are involved in the transitions between REM and non-REM sleep. While sleep researchers have categorized each stage of sleep, they do not all occur sequentially. Rather, the sleeper transitions from one stage to the next. As an example, the sleeper may be in REM sleep and then transition to stage 2 sleep and then back again. Or he or she may be in stage 4 sleep and transition to stage 3. Stage 1 sleep is when we prepare to drift off. Alpha and theta waves produced by the brain. It's almost like daydreaming, but we fall asleep. Alpha waves are commonly associated with relaxation and meditation. During this phase, we hallucinate. This is also known as hypnagogic hallucinations. The average sleeper takes approximately 7 minutes to fall asleep. Some people may take longer, while others fall asleep more quickly. Stage 2 lasts approximately 20 minutes. From the EEGs, as you can see from the graphic on the sleep spindle on the EEG pattern on the left, sleep spindles are produced as body temperature and heart rate slow down. Stage 3, we have deep, slow brain waves that begin to emerge. This is the transitional period between light and very deep sleep. Stage 4 sleep is sometimes referred to as delta sleep, as delta waves occur during this time. Sleepwalking and bedwetting occur at stage 4 of sleep. This can also occur with sleep medications like Ambien and Lunesta. Stage 5 or REM sleep is where dreaming generally occurs. It's referred to as paradoxical sleep as the muscles in the body relax and become paralyzed while the brain is very active. The paralyzation of bodily muscles is a built-in feature of your brain that protects you from self-harm. While sleep is important, there are some serious sleep disorders that can disrupt your sleep patterns and cause you problems during your waking hours. Hypersomnia is characterized by recurrent episodes of excessive daytime sleepiness or prolonged nighttime sleep. Hypersomnia sufferers are compelled to nap frequently, often at inappropriate times during work or in the middle of a conversation. The symptoms of hypersomnia can be anxiety, increased irritation, decreased energy, restlessness, slow thinking, slow speech, loss of appetite, hallucinations, and difficulty with memory. Another sleep disorder is insomnia. The major difficulty with insomnia is initiating, maintaining sleep, or the person has non-restorative sleep that occurs at least 3 nights per week for 3 months. This can cause distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other areas of daily life. It can occur with a major mental disturbance such as depression or a medical condition such as chronic pain. Narcolepsy has irresistible attacks of refreshing sleep that occur almost daily, or at least 3 days per week for 3 months. Sometimes individuals will stop in the middle of a conversation and either bob their head or fall to the floor. During these episodes, the individual is awake and aware. The onset of narcolepsy is seen at ages 15 to 25 or at 30 to 35 years of age. REM sleep disorder REM sleep behavior disorder is characterized by repeatedly waking up during REM sleep. This may include vocalizations or complex motor behaviors. This is often called dream enacting behaviors. Behaviors might include running, punching, thrusting, hitting, kicking, or falling out of bed due to physical movements. While rare, it can be very difficult to treat. Restless leg syndrome, or RLS, is a neurological sleep disorder demonstrated by a desire to move the legs or arms. RLS is usually also accompanied by creeping, tingling, crawling, burning, or itching. Some individuals have the symptoms all day, while others only have the symptoms at night. RLS can delay going to sleep and even awake a sleeping individual. Daytime sleepiness may also accompany RLS. Sleep apnea and sleep-related hypoventilation. Sleep apnea is marked by nighttime breathing pauses or gasping snorting during the night, resulting in daytime sleepiness. Apnea refers to the total absence of airflow, while hypopnea is marked by a reduction in airflow. Sleep terrors are also known as night terrors. The subject awakens abruptly from sleep with intense fear and signs of autonomic fight or flight arousal. Also, the subject is unresponsive to efforts of others to comfort during this episode. No dream is usually recalled, and the episodes cause clinically significant distress that impairs social, occupational, or other important areas of everyday life. Generally, sleep terrors are not due to direct physiological effects of a substance, either recreational or prescribed medication, or of a general medical condition. Sleepwalking. In sleepwalking, a subject will arise from bed during sleep and walk about. This is usually during the first third of the major sleep episode. The person is generally unresponsive, has a blank, staring face, and can only be awakened with great effort. The person who sleepwalks generally does not remember the episode. When awakened, there may be a short period of mental confusion, but there is no lasting impairment of mental or behavioral activity. Next, we shall discuss Sleep deprivation. Sleep, while not fully understood, is important, if not critical, for each individual to have enough of. Individuals who are deprived of sleep for whatever reasons are at a higher risk for certain diseases or conditions. This presentation will present 8 of those possible diseases or conditions. As a result of sleep deprivation, we would have a lower stress threshold. When you're tired, routine activities such as stopping at the grocery store on the way home from work, walking the dog, or picking up things in the house can feel like overwhelming tasks. Impaired memory. Deep sleep fosters the formation of connections between cells, and REM sleep aids in memory formation. Students considering pulling an all-nighter to study for that big exam might do better to get some sleep. It also causes trouble concentrating. When you're dragging yourself through the day, it's hard to stay alert and focused. This is why we don't want our pilots and surgeons to lose too much sleep. Sleep-deprived people have trouble focusing on tasks and overestimate their performance effectiveness. It can also cause decreased optimism and sociability. Whether it's the effort we have to put into staying awake or other factors, sleep deprivation makes us less hopeful and less friendly. A growing body of research suggests that sleep deprivation may have a particular effect on cognitive processes that rely on our experience of emotions. Several studies have found that sleep deprivation leads to increased blood pressure, and even half a night of sleep loss has been reported to increase blood pressure in people with hypertension or prehypertension. Research also indicates that acute sleep loss enhances pleasure response processing in the brain underlying the drive to consume food. The researchers raised the question of whether chronic sleep deprivation is linked to rising levels of obesity. Finally, a number of factors can lead to an increased risk of heart attacks, and sleep deprivation is one of them. During experimental sleep deprivation of healthy participants, increases in inflammation associated with the future development of cardiovascular diseases occurred. Lack of sleep can profoundly impair your ability to function and enjoy life. Be the best you can be and seek assistance through your medical community. For a copy of references, please email me your request and I'll be happy to send it to you. Thank you for watching this video.